Hey guys, good morning. It's Sonia. How are you? Rise and shine. It's morning time. I am up having the first sips of a cup of coffee today. And today I don't have my heavy whipping cream. I make bullet coffee every single morning. And I realized, when it hits you when you're laying in bed late at night and it hits you and you're like, I forget the heavy whipping ingredients yesterday, right? What a pain. So anyway, I have extra butter today. So what do you guys have in your coffee this morning? Tell me, are you awake yet, or are you just like me, just rising and shining and getting ready to go? So as you guys pop on, say hello. It helps me know that this broadcast is working okay. And boy, I got something really, really important for you guys to hear this morning, because imagine devoting your life to working hard for growing your business only to lose it. All right. Now, I want to make sure this broadcast is working okay. So, oh, good. Your comments are just showing up. I was going to say, do I need to do a restart? Oh, good. Susan says, ready to go. Tammy says, hello, Sonia. You do butter in your coffee, Sharon? It's so good, isn't it? So good. It's like a meal. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Marie. Hi, Lisa. Brenda's on. Brenda, you've been up since 2 a.m. Girl, what are you doing? Holy moly. You are really ready to rise and shine, aren't you? Barb, yay. She finally launched her business page yesterday. Good for you. And this is going to be a really good chat for those of you who are growing your business and you're taking those big, brave steps of creating Facebook pages as an example and putting yourself out there, doing the right things. But we got to be careful, because remember, there's always somebody watching, and not everybody is our friend. Sometimes people out there, as I call it in the wild, people on the internet can see what you're doing. And especially as your profile raises, as you do lives and people can find you that way, you're doing lives, they're able to see what you got going on, right? And they might want to take over what you're doing. They might want to try to figure out how to get what you have, all right? And it happens every single day. And there was an attempt made this week that made me think twice. And that's why I want to share it with you guys, right? I share with you guys what I have truly, honestly learned in business. And I've got a really, really good tip for you guys this morning, okay, that's going to help you out. And could even save your business one day. Bridget says, 1 cup of tea down and off to the gym. Are you really? Very nice. Went to bed. Oh, you had a nice long sleep last night, Susan. That's good. Get your sleep. Your body will thank you, right? You wake up so good in the morning. Hi, Rishonda. How are you? Everybody's saying congrats. Charlotte says, my first morning coffee chat with you. Well, I am excited that you are here. Very nice. So if you're new around these parts, connect with me here every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Pennsylvania, over here on the East Coast. Send sunshine, because we got tons of snow. And we have a cup of coffee together, and we talk a little bit about business, ways to grow our business, smart things that we can do in business, right? And so let's roll on into it, all right? So I'm going to take a swig of coffee and we'll get going here. And yes, if you are new here, so I'm here every single morning at 8 a.m. talking to you guys, taking your questions, talking on different topics that you guys have asked me to talk about, and ways I've grown my business and how it can help you. If there's something that you want to hear my thoughts on, that's what I'm here for, right? We start the day right. And the comment section is flowing and thriving over here in this community. I just want you to know that it is a place for you guys to connect, to talk back and forth to each other every morning, network with your business buddies. And if you don't have a business buddy yet, you know what? Become friends. Start talking to somebody in the comment section. Make sure you leave your business name so we can all go find each other. It is awesome and warms my heart when I see that you guys are showing up and supporting each other when you do lives, right? It's nice to have people alongside of you, especially when you're doing things that are scary and you're doing it for the first time. So you are not alone as long as you're here. All right. So where shall I start? So I got an email this week in my inbox, and it looked like it came from Facebook. And it had said, in a nutshell, basically, we're going to take your page down. You better, for X reasons. And they usually say stuff like that, really scary terms that, like, oh my gosh, this seems legit, right? Like, holy moly, what do you mean? Like copyright infringement or something like that, something scary to make you go, what did I do? I got to click on this now and see what I got to do. And it'll give you a link, right? How many times do you get emails Well, the more you're on social media, the more and more and more you will get emails, the more that you rise and how many people find you. There are people who will find you that you wish would never find you, all right? And they will contact you through your website. They will see if you ever post your email anywhere on social media, so you can get spammed like that, right? Just where you have your contact information put, the more you put it out there online, the more there's a likely chance that they can go ahead and try to attack you, right? Try to hack you, try to spam you. Now, we know that if you have a smartphone, how many times have you seen a phone call come in on your phone and you're like, I'll get it. I'm not sure. It might be spam, but I'll click it, right? And you click it, and then it starts off with something, or there's a gap, there's somebody not there right now, congratulations, you've just won rewards. Tell me some of the awful, like, oh gosh, what are you guys getting spam right now on your phone? Tell me I'm not the only one, right? Yes, all kinds of stuff, just weird calls. You take the phone call, you start to listen, and then eventually, like within a few seconds, you can make a quick judgment call of like, okay, that's spam, right? That's not a friend. That is like a robocall. That is something there. Car warranties, right? Every single day. It is a plague right now. Like seriously, so many people are being bombarded. What we got to be careful of though is I could have answered that phone call because I didn't know whether or not it was real. And maybe it could have been a customer, right? So I'm going to check it and immediately end the call if it's not a customer. Well, if you're getting emails and from somebody, right, and you don't know if they're legit or not, the moment you click a link within it, it's too late. You don't have the same even luxury as on a phone call that you can end, right? People can spoof your numbers on a phone call and things like that. So you want to get off the call as soon as possible. But what's really sad, and this is happening every single day to businesses all over the world, is that they're getting an inbox and being the good business owner that they are, checking their emails. They're checking emails and it's too late when they click a link because overall, really quickly to the surface, it looks like that's a legit email, right? And so I had an email come in this week and it said that it was supposedly from Facebook. And I'm going to tell you, it like made me wonder, like, is this legit? Is this not legit? Because it was so good, right? They fake emails, everything. All right. So what do you do? Number one, when you get emails in your inbox and you don't know who they're from, you have to be very, very careful. Okay. So if you open them, please do not click on any links. Do not open any attachments. All right. You might open them just to see what's inside. Even for me, I get a lot of email a day. And if there's something on the outside that looks weird or my gut goes, is this even a legit email? I will not open it because if it's for real, somebody will try to get a hold of you a different way, right? For me, it is not worth me. You think about you with your business, right? How much time are you devoting to your social media, right? Because we always say social media is not your business, right? It's a vehicle of how you can raise awareness. But I'm going to tell you, it's pretty darn scary that imagine some of you guys are starting out right now, but you've had your business for years. You've put all this work into it. Maybe you've even paid to have ads on here, and that adds up over time. Sums up over time. And then what happens is one day you're locked out. You no longer have control of that. And somebody else is posting on your Facebook page, and they're posting all kinds of, oh my gosh, horrible things, right? They totally hacked you. And now you are left on the outside looking at your page going, what am I going to do? Can you imagine? And, maybe you have your credit cards in there that are a part of that as well. Your personal information from when you opened up the account, things that are within that inbox, anything that's in there. And now you're on the outside. If you were to wake up one day and realize all the work that you've been doing for social media, it went bye-bye. I'm going to tell you how to protect yourself and how to figure out if there are truly emails that are legit, that things that you need to actually open, and how to make sure you open them properly, okay, on this chat, so you don't lose what you have worked so hard to build. So, and that's a good also exercise, okay, for yourself. Before I go even any further, so you've got a page, it's rocking and rolling. Every day you're doing the stuff that Sonia says, you're taking the time, you're devoting your time, which is valuable, to building it. You have put all your work, all the pictures of everything that you've done exist on social media out there. Everything that you've done, you've put all your eggs in that basket. Okay. Let's talk about Facebook, since that was the issue that I had this week. Okay. You put all your eggs in one basket, and then all of a sudden you feel like you maybe click the link What happens when you click a link and it's not from an actual company, legitimate company like Facebook, or somebody trying to get a hold of you and you think it is, and they're representing, I don't know, it could be your bank, it could be anything, right? Anything where you've signed up electronically. It is a terrible feeling. And imagine if you've put all your eggs in one basket. You have spent not time building your own business, what Sonia will always teach you, have your own real estate, have your own website over here, train your people and let them know that, hey, if anything crashes, if anything weird and wonky goes down over here, you guys know I'm still open for business and I don't have to start over from ground zero. Imagine losing everything that you've put into social media right now. Where would you be? Would you still have business? Could your business still even function? Would people know where to find you? Or would you have to build a website even for people to be able to do business with you? I mean, do you have an email address list? Do you have anything to contact your customers to even let them know what happened? Or will they ever find you again, right? Would you start from scratch? What would you do? You'd probably be very, very sad. And so the more that we're building a business, and it's not just, when you have a brick and mortar store, so there's people who will say, well, I don't know if I want to go online because there's some people out there that do some really, really, shady stuff, right? You could lose it all. Well, you know what? Just remember, when you have a brick and mortar store as well, there are people out there that will come into your store and shoplift. There are people that will come in store. I've had my store broken into before. I've been robbed before, right? My storefront was robbed within the first year of me opening it. It was scary walking into that and having to open my store in the morning and realize things were missing. The door was cut open and was swinging open. My stuff was everywhere. And you walk into a building and all of a sudden you feel very vulnerable and very like, oh my gosh, is there somebody in here with me? Am I even safe anymore? It took me a long time to get over that, right? There are people who have shoplifted from me before, right? Do I really think that having a business online versus a physical store, is there really a difference? You got to protect yourself, right? Not everybody will act the same way as you, do the same things as you, and you always have to be on guard, right? You always have to be on guard and protect yourself. Now, when you're online, there's still stealing that happens. There's still shoplifting that happens. There's still people trying to break into you, all right? So I got an email this week from Facebook, looked very legitimate. I opened it, and as soon as I got inside of it, I'm like, okay, things that you can look for just on the surface is words spelled incorrectly, spacing being weird, Facebook being in their sometimes in the email address, it'll say Facebook mail, like a little spin on it, but you just see Facebook and you're just concerned with making sure you did the right things. This email that I got in the last couple days, it even had facebook.com/ a bunch of numbers. All right. And you're like, whoa, that even says facebook.com, right? Like, that has got to be real. So what do? Do you click on it? No. If there's any part of you that's not sure, I have come to the part of my business where I don't even click on anything anymore. Okay. So my very first tip for you is don't open it. All right. Don't click any links or download any attachments. What I want you to do is go into your actual platform. Because remember, the email that you have signed up, and this is a good clue as well, if you have emails coming to an email that you don't even have listed, you know how when you have, for example, your Facebook, you have an email attached to it? Be just on guard. If you have a bunch of emails and you get an email somewhere, just take note, is that even the email that I have linked to that social platform? That's a clue as well to think about, right? But what I want you to do is know that if that is an email that is from that social media platform, that service that you're using, that company that you're using, all right, go inside the portal, all right? That's just an email. So if they have a message to get to you, that's the email you have linked. Don't click the email link, all right? If you see something, go right inside Facebook. And I'm going to tell you how and where you can look this morning to see if Facebook has sent you any messages. And if you go into your inbox and there's a message that looks potentially like it could be legit, and you're like, well, I better check on it and just make sure, see what it is, then you know what? Just put that down, go in, take a moment to log in, right, on your laptop into your actual platform and go to a place where it's going to tell you the duplicates of everything that has been sent that are the real deal from the actual platform, okay? Candy says, yes, there's an app now that you can put into your phone. I know, right? That tells you if calls are spam or not. There's also a setting on your phone, if you want, that you could set where only calls come through. Did you guys know this? That only calls that come through from people who are in your inbox. So if you only want to hear from people who are in your life and you have their number, then put them in your contacts, I should say. And then any other calls will go straight to your voicemail and you can check them later, right? Things to be on guard against. Hey, Paul, how are you? We're talking about protecting yourself this morning in social media. When people start to see when they find you, that they will try to take what you have, right? And being very, very careful. So that happened to me. So I went immediately when I got this, and I went into Facebook and I started looking around, going, okay, let me just make sure. Is there anything I need to be concerned with here? Because Facebook will let you know if you're doing something that in their mind is like a strike against you, okay? Or there's something happening inside your account. They're going to let you know, and you're going to be able to find maybe like a red triangle with a exclamation mark through it or something like that, right? I'll tell you where to go. But on top of this, I went, and also I'm going to tell you how to reach somebody live at Facebook, which could be for you something very important for you in the future, all right? If you had to reach somebody live at Facebook right now, do you know how you would reach them? So this week, the same time this is happening to me, I'm part of another Facebook group for other like business moms, and somebody had posted asking the group for help, saying that one of their clients, their people that they work with, because they're a virtual assistant, was a sad situation where they had a page of 500,000 followers on Facebook, and they got hacked and they lost it all. And they're just now looking on the other side of their page, and all of a sudden they can see all the stuff that's being posted from overseas propaganda on their page, right? Somebody went, whoa, a page, 500,000 followers, a platform, I could take it over, right? Definitely a page pirate. I could take it over and then I could broadcast my message, right? Ha, 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 I'm over here, right? It happens everywhere. So we just have to learn from it. And what it really opened my mind to as well, because at the same time I'm getting messages like that, is there was a thread below it of other people giving their examples of stuff that either they had witnessed or stuff that had happened to them personally, where they also lost their pages of 100,000 followers and now had to start over again, start a brand new profile because they could never get it back and they lost it. Oh, can you imagine? For years, you don't grow as fast now on Facebook as you used to, right? There are sometimes it's like, yes, there are businesses that, that go viral because they just happen to be the perfect storm and they hit on something, but that's like hitting the lottery, right? That's like Justin Bieber being discovered on YouTube. Remember, he got discovered on YouTube, right? It's not, there's tons of singers on YouTube, right? But the chances of somebody finding you on YouTube and taking you to stardom in Hollywood, right? Like, most of us have to work for it, right? It's the journey. So I read all this and I'm like, wow, how many people have lost their pages? Can you imagine starting over? All the work that you put into it and then to have it gone, which, like I said, do the test for your business. If you lost your social media right now, would you still have a business? If you lost your social media platforms through not even any fault of your own, sometimes, you know what? I've also heard of times where things glitch. I mean, do you know how many pages there are for Facebook to keep track of in their system? Do you know how wires get crossed, glitches happen? A page can disappear for a day, or two, a couple days, come back, pop up later. Ever try to log in and your page has disappeared in a moment of frantic? You're like, is it just me? Or does anybody else report any problems with their Facebook as well? Imagine if you lost it for good. You woke up one morning, all the time that you put into it, how would it make you feel? And what would you have to do? What would it make you do? Maybe you need to have those thoughts now so you can start thinking to yourself, how would I keep my doors open, right? And if you're all in on your business and that's the only way that you make money, that you are self-employed and you don't have anything else bringing in income other than what you're making and you're creating, or your business, what you've monetized in your business, and you do everything on social media, If that goes away, does that mean that your paycheck goes away? Do you have another way for people to get a hold of you? Do you have, and have you told people how to do that? Or would they be people who you would never see again? And you'd have to start off, right? What a terrible, terrible feeling that would be. And that is a test to ask yourself, okay, that could be a real thing. I could accidentally click a link one day and lose it all, right? Sonia's going to tell you how to check to make sure links are legit. But I want you to know that this is why you should be very, very careful. Don't do this, because everything that you worked for will be down the tubes. All right? And you'll be up the creek without a paddle. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Naomi says, if in doubt, close it out. Absolutely. So, okay. So first thing I'm going to tell you, Facebook has a way for you to be a paying customer, right? We know Facebook is a business. So Facebook has an ad center, an ad manager, an ad section. When you start becoming a paid client of Facebook, right? You're using a different part of Facebook. You also have a way to reach a live person. So for me, I have somebody, an ad manager, who I can contact at Facebook. All right. So the first thing you can do if you see something suspicious and you want to rule it out, is it this legit or not? Log into your social media platform. You're going to go to all the places where you can see if there are messages from that platform. If not, delete that thing out of your inbox. Don't even open it. You know what? Just go straight to the source. Okay, straight to the source. Way to protect yourself right there. So if you are a paying customer, think about that. You're a paying customer of Facebook. Facebook will go, okay, I'll help you. You can roam around Facebook all day long trying to figure out, is there a number I can call? How do I get in touch with a live person? I don't know if I just click the link. Are they going to get my credit card information now? I don't know. How do I reach somebody? When you have a ad manager, you've set up ad manager, you've linked your bank account, you are actually paying Facebook to run ads for you. Even just doing that can be beneficial for you down the road if you ever want to speak to a live person. So if you have ran an ad and it's gone through a cycle where you have been billed for it, so Facebook has pushed your stuff further for people, you've paid, you selected an audience. We're going to talk more about ads in here, don't worry, down the road. And then Facebook has successfully taken money from you. You've now had that transaction. You also have a line of communication. And when you start doing a lot of ads and you start doing it regularly, then Facebook looks at you like, oh, okay, he or she is a regular marketer. All right. Then you start getting messages from Facebook with real live people going, we'd love to set up a call with you. Can we help you figure out how to run your ads better, right? I've had lots of calls with Facebook to learn how to use ads, and people who are on the inside going, I'm out here on the outside trying to figure out. Facebook is a closed down, they think about all, and this is why when you think about all the changes and updates and upgrades that Facebook goes through, I don't get upset when that happens. I go, that's another layer of protection from those people that are out there trying to hack the system, right? Imagine, I always say in my mind, because I'm a visual person, Facebook has to have a guarded fence around it. There are always people with tools trying to cut in through it, all right? And if they cut in through it, they could get access to what you've got going on in the Facebook world. So Facebook is constantly out there with its security system, patching up any holes that are being dug over here, right? Any part of the fencing that is being cut loose over here, we're always patching it up. So when I see an update, I don't go, oh, Facebook, or, oh, I can tell something's going down today because Facebook's being weird. Facebook has identified something that they have to fix, which is for our benefit, all right? We use that platform for free, all right? But the moment that you step your game up and now you become a paid client of Facebook, yes, you begin to have a live person to work with. So for me, I'm going to tell you, you know what? I'll tell you what my live person said, because this is from the actual horse's mouth, so to speak, okay? So when I looked at the places on Facebook, I also contacted my ads manager and I said, hey, is this legit? I want to make sure before I click this link that it looks suspicious to me. I have no reason to believe anything else. And I think this is a hack attempt, but can you confirm for me? And my ad manager, Dylan, he went ahead and he wrote back and he wrote me a nice long lengthy email, which is like, wow, I'm so happy I have a live person at Facebook to talk to. But he says on here, and this is the part that I'd already checked, but this is the part I'm going to share with you, okay? So if you don't have a live person right now to contact, if you ever need help and you need to throw out the life raft. It says right here, so this came in yesterday. It's telling me, Sonia, you can check too your profile to see what legitimate emails were sent to you from your Facebook. All right. And this is the part I'm sharing with you. By going to your profile settings. So you know the part that's your profile, you have to have a profile of yourself personally before you have a business page, right? Go to your profile page, your personal page, not your business page. Go to your profile page, click profile settings. Now, if I'm on a laptop, it's a little tiny gadget, a gear that's across from my header, okay? And the picture of me at the top. And I click on that, and it's going to say settings. I click settings right here. And then over on the side of my computer, on my Facebook, it gives me the list of all the sorts of different things that I could click on. The one that I want to look into is security and login. I think it's like 2 or 3 from the top. All right. Maybe it's the second one now that I think about it. It's the second one from the top. And he says on here, then scroll down to the bottom where it says see recent emails from Facebook. He says, if you don't see the email there, 100% sure we know that the email you received is not legitimate, okay? So write that down, all right? And whatever you got to do, stick it in your drawer. So when you're having a moment of, is this for real? Is Facebook taking my page down? Am I really going to Facebook jail? And if I don't click here to appeal, I'm going to lose it all, because that's how a lot of the tactics are, right? You did something wrong. You better click here. You better click here and appeal. And what happens is when you click, they're able to run systems to be able to, a lot of times too, when you click, it'll say, all right, now go ahead and enter in your username and your password. Okay, all right. So guess what? When you do that, they've just got your username and your password, right? So if you see anything, goodness, please protect yourself. Go right to Facebook, all right? Go right to Facebook, your profile page, click your little gadget, your little settings, right? It says settings. Click settings, security and login, scroll down to the bottom. There is a space that says see recent emails from Facebook. And if you got an email in your inbox that already made you go, huh, and then it doesn't look right anyhow, right? Looks suspicious. Don't even do anything with it. Just go straight to Facebook. And then you know what? Delete that and then get rid of it and do your spam blocker so that it is gone and out of your inbox, so you don't accidentally, sometimes you could accidentally touch stuff by accident. And next thing you know, you're going down this path, right? So don't do that to yourself. Yes, and Jody says, change your password to help protect yourself. Change your password regularly. I went through that again this week. I changed my password again this week because it's a good reminder when those things happen of how just, stuff, that's how the world operates. It's scary. And to lose it all, everything that you've worked so hard to, and and if it's your livelihood and you got nothing else, and that is how you've been making your money is through Facebook. Remember, Facebook is a vehicle. It's a way to raise awareness of what you're doing. But if you think that that's where you have to do business, then you one day could be caught going, I lost it all, right? Be careful. Do and follow the tips that I've been sharing here today. But if anything, it's just a reminder that if I lost it all, what else do I lose with it? Do I lose my income? Do I lose everything? Shirley says, my husband has had his hacked. Sneaky, got it through Messenger. What a mess. Took forever for him to clean it up. Yeah. What a mess. Business is hard enough as is, let alone you haven't tried to figure out how to reach a live person, how to get when you feel like you're on the outside and you can see your page there, you were once the admin. Yeah. And what happens too is once they take over, you might have multiple people as administrators onto your account, but once they log in, they can remove that, right? So then you're on the outside. Anybody that you had granted to be your admin person, that person that now is inside your account, they've kicked everybody else out. So you have no way. You can also set up the two-factor authentication, where there's an extra step, right? So I have that on my Facebook page, right? I've got a lot riding on my Facebook page. Right now, I hit yesterday 121,000 followers. That's a lot of people and a lot of work. I've had my page since 2014, right? A lot of time that has been spent cultivating my audience, getting my Facebook page right, the right people, all the stuff that you put into it. And it would be sad to see it go away. It would be really, really sad to see it go away. And the truth is that there are people out there who are losing there are people out there that will click on things today that will lose their Facebook page, right? And it will feel like they are at rock bottom. And so we got to do all that we can to protect ourselves, to keep it safe. Took forever to clean up. Yep, you're on the outside. Judy says, I've been getting the "Is this you?" I never got those before. Oh, yeah. I got a flurry of those as well, where, Jocelyn, make sure that you're on your laptop, not your phone. Remember, your phone's not going to give you all the bells and whistles. It is definitely on your laptop or a hardtop computer. I was there the last couple of days. But that is why anytime you're doing anything with I will always say, don't even look on your phone, okay? All the NASA controls to the bigger bells and whistles, you're not going to find on your phone. Your mobile version, a mobile version is a version of the actual thing. It's a mobile version. It's an on-the-go version, right? And so always make sure, because that way you can find everything that you need. Thank you, Lori. Jan says she's constantly getting calls. Absolutely. It's a sad thing. It is so, there's just so many people out there right now. So protect yourself, right? Be aware of that. And also, like I said, I gave you some tips here in today, right? A tip on having a live tunnel into Facebook, and having a special way to message people, live people, where to find that, to make sure that where to find a space within Facebook, as an example, as to where emails are legit. Sandy says it also affects your reputation. I had to block a customer who oh my gosh, who was hacked. Yeah. You're like, that's not their usual behavior. Why are they saying those things, right? So, because there are people everywhere that will do those sorts of things, right? So, do you guys have any questions for me this morning? But that is what I wanted to talk to you guys about this morning, because that is real life, right? That's real life, that there are people in the comment section. There are people everywhere who are watching what you're doing and would love to have your platform. And that's why you see people jump on in the comments and stuff like that, because they want so bad, right? And you just look at them and go, well, go build your own platform. If you really have a good message, people will follow you, all right? Go page pirates, go board your own boat, but protect yourself, okay? You are always in control. All right, my friends. So that is it. So hopefully you learned lots this morning. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Be very, very protective of what you worked hard to do. And like I say, you are always in control. You are in control to click on it or to not click on it. You have the upper hand. All right. You got this. Yes, you can totally do that. Absolutely. We are on it, Brenda. We are on it, right? Can't keep a good thing down. It's kind of funny, isn't it? And on that note, you can still smile, right? You can still smile. It's all good. So loved hanging out with you guys this morning. See you again tomorrow morning. I'm off to find some heavy whipping cream for my coffee, and we'll come back and we'll chat again tomorrow. Have a good day out there. Look up your security, change your password, do all the proper things that you should be doing to protect your assets. All right. Take care, my friends, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.